Hey guys, on screen right now are my peak ranks each season from when I started playing 5 years ago to now. Because I climbed steadily through the ranks over the years and didn't possess a crazy natural talent for the game, I have a clear memory of the things that helped me push from low to high elo. In this video I'll go over my main takeaways from this experience. I hope you guys enjoy. Before getting into the main points, I just want to let you guys know about my unranked to challenger playlist. I recently had a period of 2 months where I could fully focus on League, and I climbed from unranked to challenger on the EUNE server in 198 games with a 67% win rate. I uploaded every single game in full, and you can find the link to the YouTube playlist or the spreadsheet in the description of this video. On screen are some very important but heavily mentioned points that you should follow to aid your League climb. I won't get too much into these as they are discussed extensively in many other educational videos. The first point I want to discuss is being honest with yourself. If you're one of those players who feels like every game is team difference, or if after every loss your main view of the game is how your team threw, your mindset is holding you back from improving. By putting the loss on your teammates, you remove responsibility and accountability from yourself, and you will not notice your own consistent mistakes. When I first watched my own replays, I was taken aback by how it actually looked compared to how I thought it looked. I was consistently cancelling auto attacks, misjudging range, using abilities late, and more. Although I didn't think I was a great player, watching my own gameplay really opened my eyes to just how much improvement was necessary if I was going to climb to high elo. This tip is by far the most useful for players from iron to around high plat, but it still applies to everyone. The best tool I found to watch replays is Game Summary, which allows you to watch all of your deaths or kills after each game you play. It might be tempting to think that you have the fundamentals of a role down after a while of playing it, but I can guarantee you, unless Teddy's watching this video, that your fundamentals have massive amounts of potential improvement. So often when I was stuck in a ranked division, the thing that would pull me out of a slump was refocusing on my CS per minute and really trying to optimize it. The basics such as last hitting, ability usage and understanding, effective clicking, and basic micro remain the most important aspects of the game until very high elo. Track your own metrics such as CS per minute, damage, deaths, and kill participation, and constantly aim for better numbers in your weaker areas, especially on ADC. A very overlooked aspect of improvement is the type of content you consume. Most players I know watch a significant amount of YouTube or Twitch League content, and if this content is from players who are significantly more skilled than you and play the same role, some of that knowledge will naturally pass to you over time. In my early days, I would watch a ton of I'mACutiePie, and although I was not actively watching to improve, I slowly learned many ADC fundamentals and random tips from watching his stream. It's worth noting that if you also frequently watch streamers that consistently blame their team and remove accountability from themselves, this sort of mindset could easily pass to you as well. Something I see very often is players who say they want to climb to very high elo, but their actions do not reflect this. I believe that for 99% of players, Diamond 4 elo is achievable within a few years of gameplay if they show some dedication to improvement and follow the previous tips I mentioned. In elos above this, however, more intense commitment is often required. Almost everyone would be as physically fit as Usain Bolt if they could push a button and instantly reach that level, but almost none are willing to put in close to the effort required to reach that point. There's nothing wrong with not being willing to commit a large portion of your life to climbing elo in League, as long as you're realistic with yourself. If you do decide you want to go hard in the paint, the things that helped me the most were specific educational content such as coaching videos and high elo guides and VODs. I also used a spreadsheet to track my progress and write down learning points from each game all the way from Gold Elo to Challenger. This may sound obvious, but I found more and more often that many players, probably subconsciously, play the game in a way that makes them temporarily feel good, even though it reduces their chances of winning. An example of this is if your whole team is ahead and you're really fed as Zed. Instead of saving your ult for the Baron fight that will happen in 1 minute, you go for a risky 1v2 and blow all of your summoners. Even if this works, the enemies will respawn in time for the Baron and you will not have your cooldowns. There are so many examples of this, and I know that many of you guys will be doing this without even knowing it, so I highly recommend fixing this as soon as possible. Finally, I just want to say that it's important to celebrate the milestones along the way. There's a lot of ELO elitism in the League community, so much so that many Iron, Bronze, and Silver players comment about Diamond 4 being trash ELO, when it realistically is a really good accomplishment, and one that you should feel good about. You can catch me streaming on Twitch 6 days a week from 4 PM CET, where I'm currently attempting to climb to Masters on the NA server. Good luck in your League climb, see you guys around.